ndowooza abantu ati muleke kuyiplayinga Jeff akaibu Welcome, dear viewers, to Lumen this day, and today we have some touching stories, dear viewers, and we invite you to make your comments, to call us on the numbers that will be scrolling on the screen so that we dissect these stories together. My name is Sidin Mwamainda. I'm joined by Grace Kasapato. Grace, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Have energy, come on.
No, if I smile, you start saying Grace.
No, having energy is not only smiling.
Okay, I'm fine, Sydney.
Oh, great. At least. Vincent.
Thank you so much, Sydney. Welcome, viewers.
Great. So, viewers, wherever you are watching us, be it on Facebook, in your nice, comfortable homes, and on YouTube channel, please, you are welcome. Make your views known. This is a platform where we can do it together. So just to begin with, we have friends, a story of a radiographer, a technologist who was left out of government employment. We read that he's been a volunteer, a health worker volunteer for some time. He graduated from Evelyn Horn in 2022. And to date, he hasn't been employed, and decided to, with the motivation of other people, he decided to set up his own a health center, or we can, is it, we call it what, a radio, at Mwapola Diagnostic Center in Linda compound in Lusaka. Linda, for those who may not know, is on your way to Chilanga, and then attain there to the Seat of Hope on your right, and then that road there, that's where Linda compound is. Mm-hmm. And this is where this 28-year-old man by the name of Mwansa Kapungwe is working from. Apparently, he has also, we read that he has also employed two of his colleagues, and they are working, the three of them. Grace.
Okay, so from this story, I would say delay is not denial. Mm-hmm. And if you are rejected, that doesn't mean the end for you. So he was rejected, actually. He was hoping that he would be deployed in government, but he wasn't. After volunteering for quite some time, you know, you have this hope to say, okay, at least they will think of me to say, well, this person has been of help in this sector. But he did not sit back home and say, I starts crying, or even thinking of suicide. He thought of, well, I have the knowledge. how am I going to apply this knowledge? How will I help the community? How will I be valid? Because from what he has done, he's going to get even much money than he was going to be getting after he was employed, which is a very good initiative. It's a wake-up call for us youths, because we always depend on employment all the time. We depend on employment. I have to be employed after I'm done with my tertiary education. I have the knowledge, that mind that we have after we're done with school. And he didn't think of that. He was hoping that he would be employed, but then God had his own plans on him. God never said you're going to work for someone. Actually, people will start working for you. So it's really good. I think it is really spirit lifting for the youths to say we need to start putting this knowledge that we get from school to practice on our own, so that we can be so that it can be more valuable than how it is supposed to be. Because if he was going to be employed, he was going to be following the steps for him to reach that stage where even the nation gets to know him. But look at him where he is now. I think the whole Zambia at large knows that there is Kapambwe in Linda who's doing some very good job. So thumbs up to you, my brother. That was a very good step that you took.
Vincent?
Yeah, I think it's a very good step he took. Look, the government cannot employ everyone. Even private sector cannot employ everyone. Usually there will be other people that will not be employed, no matter how many papers you have and how much qualified you are. Not all the time that will be employed. And so it's good that he has some entrepreneurship minds that has helped him to come up with whatever he's doing at the moment. And whatever he's doing is not just for himself. He's actually helping a lot of people through the knowledge that he acquired from school. He went to school and got that knowledge. And now the knowledge that he got, is able to use it, and he's getting the money that he needs at the end of the day. And it's also good that it's not only him that has benefited, but also he has employed a few more people that are helping him. And of course, he should be a family person, maybe not really a married person, but maybe he's got siblings that he's looking after. And that is good for him. And it's a wake-up call to a lot of youths that are not employed out there, to not just look at government and look at being employed, but being an employer yourself and make money on your own and employ others. Yeah.
Great. So that is a story of Mwansa Kapungwe, not Kapambwe, Grace.
It's Kapungwe. Oh, Kapungwe. Sorry, sir. Sorry for pronouncing your name wrongly.
Yeah. So apart from the entrepreneurship mind, I think there's also some good leadership in him. And some compassion, you see.
Yeah.
When you read the story, you hear why he decided to set up the center in Linda. He said this is a community where he sees like the people living there and deserving people, you see, poor people and the like. And these are the people that he has thought for. And he must be very proud where he is and where he's operating from, where he stands, and whatever he does every day, he needs to continue to be encouraged, because imagine a 28-year-old young man complimenting government effort, because this is work that is supposed to be done and provided, or services that are supposed to be provided by the government. But he is a young man,
28 years of age.
28-year-old. And he's providing critical services, actually, that the health sector has to provide, like ultrasound, gynecological scans, vascular, and small parts ultrasounds and laboratory services. Imagine.
This is a milestone.
When you go into public health centers, you find some centers, sometimes they don't even have these services.
That's true.
And imagine again how encouraging his story is, that he got this money by doing some piecework somewhere and managed to buy the piece of equipment.
I think, from he said he's been doing some piece of work. I'm sure there's this type of work that people would discard to say Nesinga Sevens, and maybe because he had a goal, he wanted to have this whole setup in mind, and then there are certain things that we need to put aside. We need to put aside pride as we're trying to build ourselves. We need to open ourselves to learning so that as we move, we get to know more things, and then at the end of it, they will be able to apply each and everything that we learn from different people. We're not supposed to look down on people to say, uja ni security guard, You don't know why he's working there. You don't even know his background. You never know. Maybe he's even a medical doctor by profession, but he's just trying to get funds. Yes. Yeah. I think we should stop looking down on people. Yeah. I think people are doing so many things just for them to reach to that extent. I'm not saying selling, you should start saying, you know what I mean by selling. Don't sell. Let's work hard so that we can achieve our goals at the end of the day as youths. Yeah.
The other thing is, again, in his story, is the issue, we've been complaining of load shedding. Imagine his center has solar panels. And in times when we have load shedding, he's operating with solar. And in case someone thinks, no, maybe this is a Kantemba thing, whatever, the story also has it that actually the center is registered with Parker. Yeah. So, like your colleague said, I think it's a big congratulations and all the best, and may the center continue to grow and so that it becomes a household name, not only in Linda, but in the entire Lusaka.
Yeah, I'm sure even
people can be moving. We've had laboratory services like the Nkazas and others that are all known. This also should grow big.
Yeah. So I think
we continue to get motivated, all of us.
Yeah. I feel next time we should invite him. We get to hear how he actually got to that point, because people need to know about him more. They need to know how he got there, because he didn't just wake up and he has this facility at hand. So I think next time we need to even have a conversation with him so that he can explain to us how he actually reached that point in life, because at the age of 27, is it 28? 28, I'm sure it wasn't easy for him, funds and everything, those are big machines that cost a lot of money, and I'm sure I would want to hear his journey on this particular story, so that we can also get inspired and learn a few things from him. Yeah,
I think from this story we'll be moving to a sad one actually, where we see a video from one of the social media platforms of a father. I think a father who is not a parent, who started taking advantage of his own children, the daughters. Sad indeed. Maybe let us see this clip and then we'll pick it up from there.
A disturbing case of alleged child abuse has unfolded in Lusaka's Ballaston area, where a father, Danny Banda, was caught by his wife, Harriet Stolo, on top of their 10-year-old child. In a shocking twist, 3 other children have come forward, claiming they were also raped by their father on multiple occasions. The children shared their harrowing experiences with this reporter.
Nina 14 years. Ineba first, amamima na baba nda kumalira na bwatisia. Peona bwatisia, badadio na bwa bwera. Achana nipase nsima, inena bona baba pasa nsima. Peni na baba pasa nsima, na baba nuzati, angamanzo samba kumanjari kuti na bwana wapasa. Veve, baba wakambatimirira pa na bwana imirira. Veve ndimwana nkatira kukwanza mpeka na kubedi, veve baba wavura, na ina bwana ivura. Ndebe ine baba ngone sana pa bedi. Ine nambo punda amama Morris ndema mbapundira na uli achani baba ndadia nuzati ndiwe yimbo ambapo nokuba na bwana ambapo ine ndemo ninachokera panja ine napukutana msozo na nuzati ngando kamba za wanjua miendo. Number 2, tilabota beneferia na bwana kusukuru ine na bwana.
Okay, so dear viewers that the sad reality of the story that we have to look at and to speak, to talk about it. Not a good one. My heart, I can confess, is bleeding. Yeah, Vincent, you are a father. Are you a parent? I think I see a spirit of just being a father and not a parent, because there's a difference.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a very sad story. Very, very sad. How can a father, a parent, do such a thing to his own children, biological children, for that matter? I think it's unchristian, un-Zambian, inhuman, so to say, because yeah, look, those are his children, and we've heard this kind of stories anyway. This is not the first one, and most of them, if you go behind the story, you find that maybe they are doing it for rituals. They've gone to a witch doctor that has told them that if you sleep with your children, then you have wealth, and so on and so forth. So maybe these are kind of situations that these people are going through in order to acquire riches and so on. And they are going to such an extent. Really, I think it's not really a good thing. But I don't really believe in that. I am a Christian, like I said. Yeah. So for me, when I look at people that would go to a witch doctor and they are told, if you sleep with your child and you're going to amass wealth, I don't think such kind of things work. At the end of the day, these are people that we've seen sleeping with their children, but 2, 3, 4 days or even years after, they still look the same. They don't even look rich. And what does that mean? It means the witch doctors and so on cheated, and they have lost money if they paid money to the witch doctors, because obviously they should pay something to the witch doctor for them to give them their services. So for me, I think this is really sad. This is something that as Zambians, Christians, we should look at it as something that is bad and something that we shouldn't do as Christians.
Yes.
I'm out of words.
Out of words.
Because how would the person who's supposed to protect me do such to me? You know, us as girls, we always tend to find so much comfort in our dads. A girl child naturally is very connected to the father than the mother. Then here you are, abusing your own children.
Yeah.
What really is your problem as a man? You have a wife, for crying out loud. Whether those children are biological children, they are your siblings' children, why would you act like that? I think this is really sad for me. I'm really touched, because those 3 girls will never be the same again in their life. Because one, they were raped by their own father, you know, and the community where they're coming from, we've got different minds. Others are not going to say they were raped. Others will say you wanted it to happen to you. How are they going to build their self-esteem if the people that are supposed to help them build their self-esteem are the ones that are killing them? What are we building as parents? Like you said, it's easy to become a father, but to become a parent, that is so unhuman. It is so unhuman, and the issues of rape they're just piling up each and every day. Every day you just hear, no, this boy raped his mother. The other day you hear, no, this man raped his children. The other day, no, you hear this doctor raped a patient. Where are we going? Where are we going? I think these are the things that need to be looked into. These culprits, they need to be asked, why did you do this? Because we cannot be going to the same thing over and over. And I think they should actually harden the punishment for such people, because it's so inhuman. You don't do that. Girls are very vulnerable. Like in this case, girls are very vulnerable. Yes, people would say even men get raped, but in this case, women are very vulnerable. Please, government, speak on our behalf, because the girl child is not safe out there. There's even this issue of this girl that was raped multiple times and later died. The girl from Kamala South. This girl, I'm sure she went through so much as those people were actually doing that to her. It was really sad that, you can even reach to that extent. A 16-year-old girl who had a bright future, you tend to do this thing to her, and then where are we going? Where are we going as a Christian nation? Are we really Christians? The act of Christianity, where is it when we are killing each other? And it's really sad for me. I feel this whole thing has just caught up to me so badly. Like, it's really hurting me. I think these people, I don't know, given a chance, I would want to hear the part of a story, because it's not normal. Girl children are not safe out here. Girl children, they're moving about, playing around. How safe are they? Because the people that are supposed to be protecting them are the ones that are killing them. How are we going to develop if we're going to be killing the people that are supposed to develop this nation? Look at that 8-year-old, 14-year-old girl. This is a man that should tell her to say, stay away from men. This is what men can do to you. And he's the one actually doing the unlawful things to these girls. And personally, I am really broken. It's really sad.
Yeah, so it is indeed really sad, because I think this is now moving away from being human to being an animal.
Yeah, these are animals.
Only animals would behave like that, and that's why when we say we are a Christian nation, the bottom line is that we need to be Christians ourselves
by our do's.
Yes.
And don't.
Yeah, I'm not just calling a nation. No, Zambia is a Christian nation. Zambia is a Christian nation when we have such. And of course, one thing that can help us is that Zambia does not lack the laws to bring to an end such cases. Yeah. All the law enforcement needs to do is to follow up with these matters. For me, whether this man who was taking advantage or abusing the daughters, look at that youngest there.
Imagine.
Such a kid. What are you doing to a child like that? So the people, the law enforcement agencies need to follow up these cases. And if this man says, like Vincent was saying, no, someone told me you need to do this as a process of getting rich, even that same person who advised this man should also be arrested. Yes, so that, because if you leave them there, they'll bring more harm. The same thing to another person who is desperate. And it's only desperate people who go into that such situations. And in life, we need not to be desperate, even when we don't have things to make up our lives, to make ends meet. We need not to be desperate. We should always try to be resilient and to look for solutions that are better off rather than going for such things. And indeed, cases of raping people, which we have also a sad story, like Grace has said, a girl who was raped multiple times in Kamala South and died. Sad indeed. The parents sent this girl to go and buy maybe charcoal and the like. Coming back, found herself in the hands of these animals, and again the same thing happened and led up to death. You see, There's also a story of a 25-year-old woman who has been allegedly been raped in Livingstone. And this one again, sad is that he was in the company of the boyfriend. But these others just came and raped. Imagine, not even fearing. What kind of a Zambia is this? We have a story from Mukushi, a teacher raping a 13-year-old girl, and this girl even conceived. Unfortunately, again, the pregnancy was lost.
And then in Mukushi again, there's this other 13-year-old that was raped by the uncle.
We had the story, sorry, Grace, we had the story of a doctor.
You
we
see?
had the story of a teacher.
But, okay. Where is the Christianity in our day-to-day life?
Maybe people are not are being preached to the gospel of prosperity, which is not helping.
Yeah.
Because the teacher with the faculties of a teacher, the mind of a teacher, we are told teachers do not only teach, but they also impart morals and everything. When we were growing up, we used to look at them as role models.
Because look at this, Sydney.
Is the one who is doing this to.
You see, when you have kids in your house, right? You have kids in your house, they go to school. This child comes, then you are trying to make, we call it zigolo, where you add sugar to cold water. And then you find this child to say, no, teacher said we need to drink hot water. You know, teachers have got this great impact on these children. You know, everything that teachers teach these young children is actually very, very impactful to a point that it really grows in them as they grow up. So if a teacher is the one that is doing such to these young girls, young boys, where are we going? Like the case in Mukushi where this uncle raped the niece, the mother actually said, you shouldn't tell anyone. We'll resolve this within our family lineage. Really? As a mother, seriously, because
problem being perpetuated. Okay. Anyway, it's sad, but
very sad.
We pray and hope that these matters will be brought to a better conclusion, and people who need to be arrested, and the punishment should be heavy as it should be. And then maybe we need in the Catholic Church, Christian community, we are into the Lenten season. Maybe it's time we need to listen to one of the fathers, Father Mwila from Mpika Diocese in Chinsali, Saint
John the
Baptist Parish. He was preaching and he gave a good homily, we should say. Let's listen to it, just part of it.
Kawala kuli makana besa bangula wika ya bapele chama ukalete milandu kuba pele chama tansi kuba kosa yore kumkula kanshale sanao akano kumfatakila akano kumpele chama welele ni pili mkeni return yonshole yako ya kuyosyo yenshole yako ikakona ula welela kubumi no melesa pera umi buape. My brothers and sisters in Christ, the problem is not really the past. The past is gone. Yesterday, Yaria. Last week, Yaria. That is not where the problem is. The word is saying, the past is gone. The real problem is all about now. Etoto atila. Irine, nobody welele ni konfumu. It is now the hour of salvation. Ipus gloriesu milero. Ipus gloriesu te mailo. Ipus gloriesu te yesterday. Ipus gloriesu milero. Now is the time to do what really matters. Nivinshi chitamata mumi wenu. Nivinshi kia kupanja mumi wesu. Nivinshi kotu mwenye okutivi. Efinga mgafa, efinga mkususa, efinga mpela mumi wape na lesa. It is the right time. Now is the real time. It's the right.
Dear viewers, that is Father Mwila from Mpika Diocese in Chinsali, and at parish priest at St. John's the Baptist. So is making an important call to us all in this Lenten season, that we need to get back to our God and to really introspect and ask ourselves what really matters in our lives. And he says we can attain salvation just today and not tomorrow and not in the past. That was it about that homily. I think it is crystal clear. Maybe we move on. This evening is a wonderful evening. Yeah, a very good evening, because Champions League is back. It is the returning games, and tonight we have Barcelona versus Benfica. The aggregate is 1-0 in favor of Barcelona. Then we have Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. This one is in favor of Bayern, who are leading from the first leg 3-0. And then we have Inter Milan versus Feyenoord. It is 2-0 in favor of Inter Milan. And then we have Liverpool versus PSG. And Liverpool is at home carrying a 1-0 advantage. Vincent, which one would you be watching?
Well, I'll be watching Liverpool. I know you are Liverpool, and of course,
you can just see from the smiles that he's Liverpool. I'm smiling, but he never moves alone.
Deep down in my heart, I'm sitting at the edge, because the first leg was an intense one. It was a hard end luck that Liverpool came out with that 1-0 win. The goal came in 87th minute. Yeah, and all along the ball was just with PSG. And great thanks to Alisson Becker, who saved a lot of shots that came to go.
But you should be excited, because you'll be playing at home, and of course you went away from home.
But in terms of winning away from home, yes, it gives confidence. But in terms of performance, PSG had a lion's share. But we'll be at home, and the cops, I know, will be singing throughout.
Yeah, you know, when you're playing in your home, there's this confidence that you have. You know, you have all this confidence to say we're home. If you can win away from home, definitely. We hope you also win. But you know, football, anything can happen.
Yeah, but again, history, of course, not history in the reign of Arne Slot, but in the reign of the Klopp, we lost at this stage twice at home. Yeah, the last one was against Real Madrid. Liverpool lost 5-2 in the last stage of the last 16. And then the other year, again, Liverpool lost 1-0 against Inter Milan. And this is the third time. I will see how it will be. But no down nights at Anfield in the Champions League. Vincent, I know you're excited also, like someone I know, about the Copa. We call them the Copa Princesses.
The Copa Princesses, yes. They were playing away from home in Tanzania. They played against the Serengeti Girls of Tanzania and won 3-0 away from home. And I think it's a very good result for the Copa Queens. Of course, this is the World Cup qualifier. And there's only one more fixture to go, that is home and away. Zambia will play against if Zambia wins against Tanzania, they will play either Benin or Congo DR. And already Congo DR and Benin were playing same day, and Benin won by 2-0. So the return leg will be played on the 16th. And Zambia will play against Serengeti Girls in Ndola on the 15th. So by then they will know who they will play, whether it will be DR Congo or they will play against Benin. But most likely they will play Benin, because Benin are carrying a 2-goal advantage. So I think that will be very interesting. But another very interesting thing that we saw was the introduction of Jessica Chore Johnson. She plays for Aston Villa Academy. She is a Zambian with some parents that are from the United from the UK. So she's a very exciting player, and I think one for the future.
Great. So with that wonderful story of the Copper Princesses, this is where we come to the end of today's program, and great thanks to you who've been watching and following us. And we have a message from one of the people, many who have been following on Facebook, Elizabeth Tembo, who is watching from St. Lawrence Parish, Kamara South. Thank you very much, Madam Elizabeth, and we can only ask you to join us again on Thursday when we come back for another episode of Lumen This Day. For today, this is what we had, and many thanks to all you, our viewers. And please participate, send your comments in the stories that we dissect here on Lumen This Day. From me and Grace, Vincent, and the entire Lumen TV crew, it is bye for now.